golf, and we played golf today. So
All right, we're already live though. Hello, guys. Happy Sunday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And of course, we're here again because we had another exciting day yesterday. And of course, we're happy and proud enough to show people how we do business. And as you can see, I'm joined again by our one and only figures man, Andy Bergs.
hi, Comfort. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, thanks. See who's joining us. Oh, and yet I forgot. We the next we are now on Facebook. So I actually forgot, guys. If you're joining us from Facebook, just click a thumbs up and let's know if you're getting us live. So hi sis, thanks for joining. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Andy.
Hi.
Good afternoon,
How you
Sister
doing?
Comfort. I'm
Yes,
okay. Thank you very
yes,
much.
yes.
Popping and
So
buzzing.
yeah, no, of course, you can say that again. So, guys, if you are joining us and you are new to this platform, this is Empowerment Talks, inspired by a world empowerment movement of a business called Onpassive. And where we are now, we are speaking from on top of the top because we are doing something that the world has never seen again or has never seen before. Yesterday, we had an event where for the first time in my life I saw over 100 sophisticated cars put together from a massive crazy company here or somewhere there in Dubai. I can't explain this because my words are too little. That's why we have Andy here to help us. Andy, what was that thing that happened in Dubai yesterday? The cars, the business, the parade, and all and all and all. What does that mean to our business?
Okay.
Andy.
Dubai is one of those cities that is rife with supercars. Dubai is a very wealthy city, and a lot of people have or own a supercar. But we had 110 very special supercars yesterday, all with, as you can clearly see, Onpassive on their door. So this was organised to begin with. And these cars drove around, cruised around, I should say, making lots of noise. Fantastic cars through Dubai Mall, so that people saw them, cruised along so that everybody could see the cars, and obviously they could see Onpassive. So yeah, what a wonderful event! Certainly something different, but the key to this is that every single one of these guys that owns these supercars are influencers. They have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers. So this for us is one hell of a huge event.
So let's hear really quickly from my sister Funmi. I know you were watching it too live. So what did you see in addition to what Ali's telling us now?
You know me, I got really excited because I don't know many of those cars, but I was
I hope you
very,
did not
very
cry.
excited. And no, 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 I didn't. But it's like I could only recognize three out of it, which I have seen before, which was Bugatti, Porsche, and what was the other one? Ferrari, and I think that was it. I couldn't recognize any other thing. I was just, my jaw was dropping. It's like, what on earth? My goodness. And then you had the police escorting them. I first thought when we started that they were car racers. You understand me? Racers, as in those that race, like Lewis Hamilton or whatever you call his name. And I thought, oh my goodness, there's some faces I saw, and I thought, no, these are not racers. So when Ash now said, oh, Brother Ash now said, oh no, they are influencers. At okay, now understand they have those kind of toys. They call them big men and women's toys. That's that's what I saw yesterday, and I was really excited because then that means that we are branding ourselves in a specific, deliberate, and the words that came to me yesterday were, I was repeat it again. It's like exquisite, extravagant, and targeted, as well as, marketing and branding, because those were the things that were ringing in my head when I just saw that. Because for them to bear the emblem of Onpassive, it meant that, look, these people had something that yourself and myself don't have.
Right.
Basically.
I know you can say that again. And so I'll have another wonderful contribution from my sister and best friend Mino. Mino says, I saw at least three famous actors among the drivers. Am I right? Listen, I'm the least person who would recognize anything. Yesterday, even Tony recognized a few people too. So Andy, let's go on this, because there's a few more things that we would need to discuss. But I was going to ask, what was the meaning of the stickers put on the cars and used to parade the streets of Dubai and all of those? Even though I think Funmi is starting by using words like specific, deliberate, and targeted traffic or branding and stuff like that. So could you go on that?
It's not just, it's far more than just branding. Okay, so we also had a premiere yesterday, but you have to bear in mind that everybody looks at supercars. So they had Lamborghini Murcielago, they had Lamborghini Hurricanes, they had lots of different Ferraris, including a Monza. They had a couple of Bugattis that I saw, Bugatti Veyron, and loads and loads of McLarens. It was phenomenal from that point of view, because you don't normally see these cars on the road. Now in Dubai, as I said, you do see these more frequently, but even so, everybody still looks and stares. And yes, I'll be honest, I didn't recognize anybody either, but there must have been some celebrities there with huge followings. And as we saw, they also had a premiere at the cinema. So, you know, they're bound to be actors there as well. Absolutely phenomenal. But this is so much more than just a car rally, because every single car had Onpassive on the side of the car. So wherever they went, people saw car after car after car after car with Onpassive, Onpassive, Onpassive. Phenomenal. What? Now every single one of those registered with Onpassive. Every single one of those drivers and the cars registered with Onpassive. And what does that mean for us? Just think of the number of followers that these guys have. This is not a case of will it go viral? It's more a case of when will it go viral? Yeah, and that could happen in the next couple of months because of what's going on, because of the branding, because of all of the, you know, the Burj Khalifa and the laser shows, Cairo, etc. All of this is leading up to this huge explosion. The station is another one, and I love the station because where they get out, that goes into Internet City. So every single person that works for the companies like GE or Huawei or Amazon or Google, or, you know, all of these companies, the guys get out of the station, it's got Onpassive everywhere. Now they're thinking, hold on a second, I'm working for Google. What's so special about Onpassive?
Right.
And people look it up. They go, oh, this is really interesting. So, and now seeing the supercars as well, as I said, in conjunction with Majlis, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, the branding side of things. So this was a real coup to pull this off. I'd have loved to have been there to see the supercars.
Wow. I know that was just crazy, because at least I think I recognized a few cars too, because yeah, so Audi, the cars, the ones run by the police, those are the most common. At least I could recognize those first, because I saw the Audi and then the Mercedes and stuff before yeah. So I think I've never seen a thing like that before. And the interesting thing here is how much impact it's going to have on our business. So Sister Funmi, you may go first on this, because you know, we have these influencers registering. That's not even all. Just the fact that these people were premiering something. When you talk about premiering, what comes to memory first is the movies and stuff like that. They were going to the cinema hall for the premiering stuff. But then Onpassive is featuring there. What does this has to do with Onpassive being in the premiering hall with those superstars and stuff?
That means partnership. That's all I can think of. They're partnering with the cinema as well. Not just that, but also it puts Onpassive in front of them, regardless of whether they've heard about it or not heard about us as a company. They will be curious about, okay, so I've been seeing Onpassive. I saw them in the lobby. I saw them at the popcorn, store. What exactly is on? Then they get into the cinema. It's like, okay, so excuse me, so what exactly is Onpassive? Then
Okay,
secondly,
go ahead, sis.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're freezing.
Okay. Secondly, when it puts it in front of them. Okay. Let me
I can hear you
stop
now.
my
Just go ahead
cam
and
for
speak.
starters. Okay. Okay. So when it puts Onpassive in front of them, it gets them curious. Even for those who are just how will I call it? They're not they're ordinary people and they've been invited for that premiere, or they are paid, to come to that premiere, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
It puts Onpassive right at the front of them, for they have no choice but to be curious and ask what Onpassive is all about.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andy, I would like to hear from your own perspective too, what that would mean on passive featuring in a premiering room.
You've got a captive audience, so everybody in that audience is going to see, and undoubtedly they would have had or live streamed some details as to what Onpassive is about. Like, for instance, the Burj Khalifa, that would have been shown at that premiere prior to the film, and what have you. So all of these people are looking at this going, what is Onpassive? Now, bear in mind, as I said, you've got 110 guys that have turned up with supercars, and every single one of them has signed up,
Mm-hmm.
has registered to become part of Onpassive, has registered for an email address because it's second to none, has registered probably for ONET because at the end of the day, we have something totally different to anything else. We've got free speech, and you can't have a fake account. All of these things, but then we have products that are at the next level. So our video conferencing platform is going to be used by millions and millions of companies around the globe. So all of these guys are looking at these things and going, okay, I can use this in my business. Not only have I got value for money, but it's far superior to what else is available on the market today. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to then share it with the guys in my that I influence, if you like. So, guys, you need to look at Onpassive. Guys, as I said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this goes viral. And it's likely to happen sooner rather than later. So we're going full market value 1st of June.
Yep.
And it just could go.
Yep. Wow.
And that's what I'm expecting.
I know.
All of this branding and all of this, all of these events that they've been holding are being done for a reason. It's all building up and building up and building up. When you've got the top guys involved, it filters down. This is it. It's incredible.
I know. All right. So, Andy, there's a question here from Kingsley Emezwe. I don't really, I think that we can still make sense out of it. He says, I don't understand. How will they be marketing for us? Well, I think you can still say something, both of you. Sister Funmi, are you still freezing? Maybe Chip, say something here and let Andy add up from his own angle, and let's see if we can put something together for Kingsley. He says he doesn't understand how
Okay, can you hear me at the moment?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, perfect. So, Kingsley, when you ask how would they be marketing for us, exactly what they're doing now is what you call targeted marketing. They're already doing that. That's for starters. And then when you actually do sign, or whether you come in as a customer or you need to come in as a reseller later on, if you are not a founder, then definitely you have your marketplace. So there's a website for yourself, and they do all the marketing. That means you don't need to go and look for influencers like we saw yesterday. You don't need to go and look for anybody. They already have targeted traffic, people that are looking for exactly the solutions that we have right now, that are waiting for it to just come out globally for them to come in. And that is exactly what they will be doing for us. So you will know how to, take, for example, one of our products. We say, this is oatmeal. How do you want to market oatmeal personally? You cannot. You
Right.
can only say, okay,
Exactly.
I have this meal, and how many people do you want to tell, with your mouth, for it to go so further down.
Exactly. All right,
So
brother
I'll
Andy.
leave Andy to say the remaining.
Yes, definitely. I'm very anxious. So Kingsley has a follow-up question. Andy, you would start by piggy banking on what Sister Fumi says, and then Kingsley wants also to know, was it done just once or is it a yearly thing? Kingsley, thank you. I love your questions. Go ahead,
Okay.
Andy.
As far as marketing is concerned, we know there's a marketing campaign that will be going on in the background very shortly for the early birds. Yeah, the guys that got in and saw the vision. And as you both pointed out, this is specific targeted traffic. This is not something that is haphazard pay-per-click. This is specific targeted traffic. Now, what you've got to bear in mind is that we're having people register anywhere between 18,000 and 35,000 a day are registering right now. And we haven't started the marketing campaigns yet. Right. So when we do, bearing in mind when we initially paid our fee to join, if you like, or become part of Onpassive, that was going to go towards, or we expected that to go towards the marketing campaign. What Ash has actually done is refund that in the form of a credit for into our ecosystem. But the marketing campaigns are still there, and they will start in earnest when we have the market level OCONNECT, which is what we want. So 1st of June, they start. So you will have customers coming in and they will fall within your group, your customer base, whatever you want to call it. But what is interesting, as I said, that there are between 18 and 35,000 people signing up or registering right now. And
All
this
right.
is before the marketing campaign start. Now, to go back to Kingsley's second point, is this an annual thing? I think if it proves a success, they are likely to try and do something again at some point. Whether that be 6 monthly, yearly, I've no clue, but that's just my opinion. But I think it worked rather well based upon what we saw yesterday. And bearing in mind, every time that they do the laser show up the Burj Khalifa, we have people registering. Yeah. And Onpassive's YouTube channel has seen somewhere in the region of 3,000 people in 6 minutes or something ridiculous.
Exactly. No,
Join the
last
group.
time,
So,
Andy, sorry that I'm interrupting. The previous webinar we had before, the one yesterday, I personally sat here and watched. In 8 minutes, we had 21,000 people join our YouTube channel.
wow.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
21,000 in 8 minutes. And then yesterday, just about that amount of time, you had about 20,000 on YouTube and 20,000 on our Facebook page. How do they get in there? They are not founders. They are just, people coming in. Yeah. So I want, Andy, this is the last minute we're taking now, but you will go on this because people have been asking this. These people, you said earlier on that we have not started officially, they've not started the marketing campaign yet. However, these people are coming in droves. Where are they going to? Where are they going to be?
As Ash has pointed out, every single person that comes into the Onpassive ecosystem will fall within one of the founders. So, as Ash has pointed out before, we've got 1.4 million odd original early birds, we'll call them. Yeah. within the company, and the customer base will fall within these guys. So they will have customers automatically by the time we go live. We've gone live, but I mean when we have market value OCONNECT on the 1st of June.
All right, thank you so much, guys. If you are watching us, be it from Facebook or from YouTube, you don't know anything about our Onpassive, come closer. Sorry about. Sorry, guys. You can go ahead and just say a word of advice to people. Let me handle this, please. Come.
Go for it, Funmi.
Okay. So what is important right now is, as an early bird as well, you need to come in now. Now is the time for you to jump in, because we already have 3 products that are free for you to use: O mail, O net, O trim. What are you waiting for? Because when you are in, you're already in. And then when other things come up, like the reseller positions, then you are not shut out, or you are not thinking, oh, when is it? When is it? I have someone already that has been calling me, my aunt that was at the program in Manchester. She's called me twice this last week, asking me, don't forget me, don't forget me. She's an IT worker as well. She works in the IT section. So she understood when she came into Manchester and saw everything live. Then she said to herself, oh my goodness, I must not miss the reseller position. But she's already jumped in now, and she's already in the ecosystem using the O mail, O net, O trim, and she does a lot of URLs anyway, because in their IT world, they use that, that kind of thing. So please, now is the time to jump in and start experiencing that. And then you can, as soon as you come in, then you can also trial the OCONNECT at the moment. Today, someone just clicked on their become an affiliate link today, and she cornered me in the church today. And then I had to do it for her on her phone, showed how to do it. And then straight away, she's told me tomorrow morning I have to show her we need to be on OCONNECT. You get 14 days trial free. You don't need to pay anything, so that you see how this product is that for yourself. Like Sister Comfort said, which I love that say, who no go no, who no go, no go no. So you need to see with your own eyeballs and see what we're talking about, so that way you say, okay, yes, now I understand what they're talking about. I'll leave it for Andy to say.
Yes, please just leave it. So Andy, there's a question from Mino. If you think that we should answer it here and now, you go ahead, and then after that, whatever advice or you have a word of invitation would be, then choice is yours, please. Go ahead.
We have an opportunity, and Mina's quite right. At the end of the day, every single product will have a link attached to it that will have a video, an explanatory video, so that everyone understands. But what you've got to bear in mind is you can come in, have a look at the ecosystem for free, register an email address, and bearing in mind, because we've only got 1.4 odd million people, you could probably have your first name and your initial as an email address, which is pretty cool anyway. You can't do that with Gmail because there's millions and millions at the moment. That's going to change, guys. So you need to get in quick and change and get one sorted out. But what it means is you get into the ecosystem. You can then have a look around. You can then pick and choose what you want to play with. As Funmi said, OTrim is a URL trimmer which is free of charge to use, and many businesses currently charge to use those things. So this is a freebie. And we also have a social media platform which is like nothing you've ever seen before, because you can do podcasts and blogs, etc., free of charge. So why not come in and have a look and see for yourself? Then actually you can have a look at the products themselves that are paid for, like the video conferencing, for argument's sake, which is second to none as well. And if you're a little bit of an entrepreneur and want the company to actually build you your own business, there's a little button in the middle that says become an affiliate. Click on that, sign the non-disclosure agreement, and then start your free trial, as Funmi quite rightly said. that gives you the opportunity to then look at sharing this opportunity with your friends, your family, and everybody else, and you'll start to see things coming into your wallet as people buy products or pay for products. So why not have a business that is relatively simple in comparison to everything else? If you try and set up your own business, you have to have stock, you have to have premises, you have to have, you know, staff, etc. You don't need that with this. So you can start with nothing if you wanted to.
Wow, powerful. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks a lot for responding at the last minute and coming here to do this quick update. Guys, thank you so for joining. I know that there are still many questions. Mercy, there's a video I made just to do this difference. I was just on myself about 2 days ago. However, don't be bothered. Just drop as many questions as you can. I'll pick them up. If there's need, I'll quickly bring one of the leaders to just come here and answer them for us. So, guys, meanwhile, Heroes webinars starts in the next in less than 2 hours. Join us there. The questions that we have not answered here because of time, bring them over to Heroes. Or if you can't make it to Heroes tonight, anytime from tomorrow, believe me, we will be back here to answer all of the questions. So we really appreciate you for joining in. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sister Funmi. And see you soon in Heroes. Thank you, guys. You are all invited. Thanks. Bye.